Okay, so let's talk about one of the biggest questions in life. How do you find the right person? You know, the one you can really build a future with. It's something we spend so much time thinking about. But today, we're going to explore an idea that says, maybe we've been asking the wrong question this whole time.
We've all been there, right? You're asking your friends, you're reading articles online, you're just thinking to yourself, how will I know when I find them? It feels like this big search for someone with the perfect checklist of qualities.
But what if that whole approach is backward? The material we're diving into today flips the script entirely. It says the answer isn't out there somewhere, waiting for you to stumble upon it. Nope, the answer is inside you.
See, this isn't really about luck or being at the right bar at the right time. It's about a fundamental law of how people connect. We naturally meet people who are on our own level. So the search for a great partner, it's actually a journey of becoming a great person yourself.
To explain this, the source gives us this really cool concept called inner mass, or Jil-young in Korean. Just think of it as the substance of who you are. It has nothing to do with your job title or your bank account. It's all about the depth of your character, the wisdom you've picked up, and just the overall quality of your inner world.
And this is the most important part. You attract what you are. The whole focus shifts from chasing some high-quality person to becoming one. As you build up your own inner mass, you find you don't really have to search anymore. You just naturally start meeting your equals.
Okay, so if we're not supposed to focus on all that superficial stuff, what should we be looking for? How do we even measure this inner mass in someone else? Well, the source gives us a super simple but incredibly powerful tool. Let's just call it the conversation test.
Forget about their resume or what car they drive. The real clue to someone's inner quality, to their inner mass, shows up in the simplest thing, the way they have a conversation with you.
And when you look for it, the difference is night and day. Someone with low inner mass makes the whole conversation about them. They're always seeking validation. They talk over you, they push their own opinion. But a person with high inner mass, they do the complete opposite. They actually listen to understand you. They engage with what you're saying, and they make you feel like you were actually heard.
And this gets to the very heart of it all. The ability to genuinely listen to another person isn't just a nice skill to have. It is the absolute foundation of caring for them. I mean, think about it. If someone can't even be bothered to listen to your words, how are they ever going to truly care for you as a person?
So building our own inner mass helps us find a great partner. That makes sense. But this is where our source material takes a really surprising turn. It makes the case that this whole personal journey, it isn't just about you. It's actually connected to something much, much bigger.
Yeah, you heard that right. It suggests that for educated young people today, especially in a place like Korea, your personal life, your dating life, is deeply connected to your role in society.
Get this, according to this way of thinking, if you're an educated person in this day and age, you are the modern version of the Sarebu. These were the respected scholar officials back in ancient Korea, and they were expected to lead society with wisdom. So you're not just a citizen, you're an intellectual, and that comes with a certain responsibility.
So what's that responsibility? Well, it's about loving and caring for your nation and its people. It's about contributing to the society that gave you the chance to get educated in the first place. And here is the crucial link. By taking on this bigger purpose, by working to understand and serve others, you are actively building your own inner mass. Your personal growth and your contribution to society become the exact same thing.
So, why such a heavy responsibility? The source gives some pretty amazing historical context for this, arguing that the current generation of young adults is in a totally unique position, a position that's been decades, even generations in the making. Let's take a look at how this mission came to be.
Just look at this chart. The baby boomer generation, the ones who rebuilt the country from nothing, had maybe a 30% rate of higher education. A lot of them sacrificed their own education for their families. Then for Gen X, that number shot up to 70%. And now, for your generation, it's practically 100%. And that was no accident. The source actually frames this as a massive national project. Generations before you have sacrificed and invested to create a generation of fully educated people, not just for your own personal success, but to become leaders for your society and maybe even for the world. But here's the catch. That university degree, the formal education that an entire society invested in you, according to the source, that's only the first 30% of what you need to be a complete, fully formed person. The rest of it,
The big part, the other 70%, comes from what's called social education. This is where you really build your inner mass. It's the wisdom you get from your job, the lessons you learn from dealing with people, and the strength you develop just by overcoming life's real-world challenges.
And that brings us right back to the beginning. Your journey to become a better person, to raise your inner mass so that you can meet a partner worthy of you, is the exact same journey that allows you to fulfill your duty as a modern intellectual. Your personal growth is what literally builds a better society.
In the end, it's pretty simple. The people you attract into your life and the quality of the relationships you're able to build, they're just a mirror. They're a reflection of the work you've put into yourself, showing you the quality and the weight of your own inner world.
So, let's just leave you with this final thought. Maybe the most important question you can ask about finding love has nothing to do with anyone else. Maybe the real question, the one that changes everything, is simply this: who will I become?